Yes, good evening, everyone. We are happy to have you on this call, and this is our first call of the year. And I want to tell you that we have 11 of them left. This means we'll have a call every month, and we'll make sure that we bring people that are going to speak to us different spheres of life. As long as it is a professional space, call it marketing, business, etc. Something that is like this call. So I want to thank you so much for coming in today, and I want to appreciate you for being part of this very first call. And I don't want to take this for granted. It wasn't something that you had planned maybe from like for the whole of last year. It came in on short notice, but thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. So thank you so much. This is for you. This is for you. So today, as we start our webinar series, we have a very wonderful topic to address. And first of all, I will introduce myself, your host for today. And my name is James Asaba. I am the membership director of the Uganda Marketers Society, a body that brings together marketing professionals in Uganda, sales managers, brand managers, communicators in Uganda. And I am also the marketing partner at Conti Vibe Media. Conti Vibe Media is a media and content agency. We serve clients, especially businesses that want to transform their brands. We capture their stories and transform them into brand stories. Stories that are going to build their brands as well, create impact in their communities and the people they are serving. So I am happy to be one of the people that have started hosting this webinar series. As far as I know, we will have different people hosting this series, and I will have different people appearing to help us teach our nation. And hopefully at the end of this year, we can have something we have learned from this webinar series. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining this first call. Without wasting time, our first webinar series is designed about 2026, understanding purpose, plan, and how to prosper. So to address this topic, I have two wonderful people that are going to talk to us. People that I trust have the capacity, people that I trust, they have the experience they have gone through. And as we told you, this course is not about to address is not about talking about theories and what we read in books. It's about understanding how we are supposed to do things, go for things. You know, if it is a strategy for going to the market, how do we go to the market? Something like that. We are not about to discuss boardrooms here. We are going to talk about the real life stories and approaches to different issues that are at stake in our society, in our life, at our workplaces, and many other things, as we'll see them on the coming webinar series, as well as on this very one that we have started with this year. So without wasting more time, I'm going to introduce to you the very first guest on this call. And this person, like I told you, all the people today are very experienced people to talk about this topic. This person is a seasoned banking and finance professional with over 14 years of experience in financial services, investment management, and institutional leadership. He is highly skilled in microfinance, agricultural risk management, financial planning, and organizational governance, with a strong commitment to sustainable growth and value creation. This person currently serves as the director of Victor's Junior Schools and chief executive officer of Nunji Estates, a real estate firm, providing a strategic oversight in education management and real estate development. He is also the chairman of Rua Investment Club and the chairman of Rua Multipurpose Cooperative, where he leads investment initiatives, strengthens cooperative structures, and promotes member financial empowerment. In addition to his professional roles, he's an author. He's an author of 2 books about personal development. The first one is called Triggers of Success, and the second one is called Personal Growth Power. This reflects his passion for leadership development, mindset transformation, and enhancing lifelong learning. His academic background includes a postgraduate diploma in agricultural risk management and finance, a bachelor's degree of microfinance, and diploma in ministry, uniquely positioning him to integrate financial expertise with ethical leadership, mentorship, and community development. He is recognized for vision leadership, strategic thinking, and ability to translate ideas into practical results, driven outcomes that positively impact individuals, organizations, and communities. As a bonus, what he has not put here, he also serves as a resident pastor of one of the church called KBLC, Kampala Bible Revelation Church, particularly the Wakiso branch. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Chris Rubongoya.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, James, for that wonderful introduction. I'm so humbled. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for organizing this such a wonderful planning session. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to be here this evening. How are you doing? Are you doing well? Yes, I can see people. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I'm so happy to be here. James, once again, thank you for that wonderful introduction. Thank you for introducing me like that. You are introducing and I was like, is that me? Wow. So allow me share something here as we start our presentation. Wow. Great. Okay. My presentation is coming. All right. Can you see my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet here.
Okay. I should seek for help here. Someone come and help me.
You can share it as well.
Wow. Just a minute, please. Can you see my screen now?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, sorry for that delay. But we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. Those are the books Mr. Saba has told you about. The first one was Triggers of Success, and the second one is Personal Growth Power. Those books are available. Let's go to business very fast. Designing your 2026. This is, yeah. So we have been given this task. We are going to talk about how we can design our 2026. I want you to know, I'm going to briefly talk about personal planning. I'm going to focus more on personal planning. Personal planning. So you need to know the significance of personal planning. Personal planning is very important because growth cannot happen by accident. Success cannot happen by accident. So this year, you will not succeed by accident. You have to design your 2026 intentionally. Intentionally. That is the key word, intentionally. So high achievers, executive top performers, don't just drift into things, into results. They design their results. Many people enter the year with a lot of expectations. They enter the year with a lot of goals. They enter the year with a lot of hope, with a lot of motivation. But along the way, things don't really come out as they have planned. Why? Because they lack a plan. So we have decided that this year is going to be different. We must plan for our year, and it must move according to plan. 2026 has been approached with clarity. Structure must be approached with clarity, structure, and intentional alignment. You must approach this year with clarity. You must be sure of what you're going to do. Be sure of what you're going to do. Have an alignment of things, that this is where I'm going to start from. This is where I'm going. Because as we talk of success, we talk of prosperity, you can't fail to talk about the word progress. Progress means you have to come from somewhere to the next level. But how are you going to move from one to another if you lack clarity? So you need clarity. Purpose-driven planning produces sustainable prosperity. Without planning, you're likely going to be this person. There's something I wrote here: eat and run success. Eat and run success. Those are people who can hit something now, and then the next 2 years they are very poor. They don't know what to do. They don't have a plan. They get money, and after some time, you can't see the money. Why? Because they don't have a plan. So the plan we are going to talk about today is purpose-driven planning. Purpose-driven planning. Purpose-driven planning. And this is how we are going to flow. This is a summary of how we are going to flow. we are going to look at the dreams we have, in 2026, and then the vision you have 2026. Then we are going to draw a plan of how we are going to achieve that dream. So that plan will guide our actions, because believe it or not, from 1st January we have been moving, but have our movements been guided by the plan, or we have just been moving? So from the dream, we are going to draw a plan, and it's that plan that is going to guide our actions. And from those actions, that's when we are going to get to see results. You can call it success, you can call it prosperity, you can call it achieving goals. So if you have goals, this is how you're going to achieve them. You're going to have a plan, and that plan is going to guide your actions, and that's how you're going to achieve your goal. Like I told you, we are looking at purpose-driven planning. Purpose-driven planning. As a person, as an individual, as a leader, as an employee, you must have a purpose. You must know why you are existing, because that purpose is the one that is going to give you clarity, not motivation. I believe all of you can testify that on 31st, most of us were in night prayers. We prayed, we made declarations, and we were motivated. We were motivated. They told us this is a year for this. This is a year for this. This year we are going to make it. This year we are going to break barriers. This year we are going to build houses. This year we are going to do so many things. Remember, all those things are motivation. Without purpose, without a plan, you lack clarity. That's why by March, many people don't remember those things. Why? So you must have a purpose. That purpose is going to define your priorities and boundaries. If you have a purpose, your priorities will be clear. Those things that you want to do, those things that are ahead of the rest of the things. I want to ask you a question. What are your priorities this year? What are your priorities this year? Are you going to do everything? You're going to study, you're going to buy a car, you're going to marry, you're going to marry, produce, you're going to Thailand, you're going to, like, what are your top 3 priorities this year? So your purpose in life, your purpose this year is going to define your priorities. Your purpose in life is going to define your boundaries. Because many people will work with everyone, they will trade with everyone, they will relate with everyone, they don't have boundaries because they lack purpose. Purpose will define for you where you can go and where you cannot go. Purpose will define for you how far you will go in business, how far you will go with relationships. Some people don't have a no. Some people don't have a no in their lives. But purpose will give you that no. You will see someone trying to push you down. You will see someone trying to block you. You will see someone diverting you from your goal. So purpose will define your boundary. We can't work with everyone. We can't trade with everyone. We can't love everyone. We can't do everything. You are a business leader. Are you going to do everything? Are you going to trade in everything? So purpose will define boundaries for you. That's why having purpose is very important as we start the new year. Planning purpose is very important. Wow. Purpose again will help us direct our resources, our energy, and our time. Where are you going to invest your time? Where are you going to invest your energy? Where are you going to invest your resources? Purpose will guide you on that. When we talk about personal money, you find yourself with a lot of energy, you have a lot of time, you have a lot of resources. They may not be much, but you have them. The question is, in this year, the resources you're going to get, the time you're going to have, the energy you have, how are you going to invest all that if you don't have a purpose? So purpose is going to help you determine where to invest your time, where to invest your energy, where to invest your resources this year. Leaders without purpose become busy but inactive. Wow, leaders without purpose become busy but inactive. I just put here leaders just to not to scare you. But there are many employees, there are many people who become busy during the year. You find them busy running up and down, but they are ineffective. They don't have anything to show, but they are busy the whole week. They are busy, they are working day and night. Why? Because they don't have a plan. The plan, if you draw a plan, it is going to make you effective. Effective leaders have plans. Effective people have plans. I want you to ask yourself those questions. Leadership begins with a clear sense of purpose. That is a quote by Dr. Miles Monroe. Let's continue. So how do we execute the plan? How are you going to execute the plan? But before I ask you that question, just go down here, the key areas to plan for in 2026. The key areas to plan for in 2026. If you need to be successful, if it's your desire to be successful this year, you need to plan for these 4 areas. You can plan for more, but these are the areas I thought are very, very key to plan for in this new year. You need to plan for spiritual growth. As I don't know whether you're all aware that the spiritual world rules the physical world. The spiritual realm will rule every other realm. So as an individual, I don't know what you believe in, but you need to grow spiritually. And you're not just going to grow by accident. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional this year. So how are you going to grow spiritually? That's a question. How are you going to grow spiritually? What are the things you're going to do to grow spiritually? Are you going to church? Are you going to start going to church? To start going to church. Are you going to start reading the Bible? Are you going to start praying? What are you going to do to grow spiritually? Then personal development. You have to plan for personal development. Plan for personal development. Plan to grow your skills. Plan to grow your character. And these are the things that are going to sell you in the marketplace. These are the things that are going to sell you wherever you are, in anything. Personal development, personal growth, that should be your number 2. It is something you must plan for this year. Your personal growth, your personal development. Which skills are you going to learn this year? How is your emotional intelligence? Can you work with people? Can you work with complicated people? Can you deal with complicated situations? Are you going to grow your knowledge about your business, about your employment? What are you going to do? So you need to sit down and have a plan of how you're going to develop personally. Now, developing personally, some of you think about building houses, buying lands. But let me tell you, if you buy a car, you buy land, you build houses, and you don't grow personally, you don't grow your skills, you don't grow your character, those things, you can sell them with time and go back where you were. So personal growth is going to give you the ability to manage that promotion you have been praying for. Personal growth is going to give you the ability to manage the assets you have accumulated. Personal growth is going to give you the ability to manage that status. So you need to grow. How are you going to lead people in your business if you don't grow? All right. The next thing you have to plan for, you need to plan for your finances. You need to plan for income. You must have income streams. You need to plan for your finances. Yes, on 31st you prayed and you declared that you have a lot of money this year. But where is it going to come from? What are you selling? How are you? Which plans do you have to grow your finances? Are you thinking of another investment? Are you thinking of another source of income? This is the right time, January, for you to sit down and think about the new investments you should make, how you're going to grow your finances. Some of you need to sit down and start saving. There are people who are not saving. There are people who are not investing. Some of you must sit down and look at your expenses. Expenses. The things you spend your money on, the things that take your money. Look at the house you're renting. Is it the kind of house you're supposed to live in? With your 1 million, you're renting a 700,000 house. Is that the kind of house you're supposed to live in at this time? Look at all that. Eh? Where you're taking your children. Look at that. Can you afford school fees? Can you afford those schools? Your children are ever going back home. Why? Because of school fees. But there are schools you can afford. This is first term, but they are demanding you second term of last year. So if you're going to see progress this year, if you're going to see prosperity this year, you need to sit down and plan for your finances. I know there is someone who is going to talk about finances, but I just wanted to talk about that as well, briefly. Then talk about plan career. Career planning. Among the things you should plan for is your career. If you're not employed, you should plan for your business. How are you going to grow at your place of work? How are you going to grow your business? We have seen many people at our workplaces complaining. They are not promoting us because they don't want us. They don't love us. They have nepotism. They have what? Favoritism. They have what? But you don't have a plan to grow your career. When they look at you, they don't see your ability to manage the promotion. So how are you going to grow at your career, at your job? How are you going to grow? Is it in your plan to grow anyway? Or you think after 5 years it is still okay? After 10 years it is still okay to be in the same position? No, you should have a plan for growth in your career. Have a plan of how you're going to grow your business. I'm the director at Victor's Junior School, but we sat We know what we are supposed to do. We know what we are supposed to do to grow that school. We are right now on ground. We know what to do. We know where to go. We know everything we are supposed to do that is within our means. We have planned it. So the school cannot grow by accident. Likewise, you will not grow in your career by accident. Ministry, likewise. A goal without a plan is just a wish. How many people are just wishing they are going to prosper this year, but they have no plan? So a goal without a plan is just a wish. I was going to tell you the famous thing we do in church, that tell your neighbor, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So if you have a goal, you must have a plan. If you have a goal, you must have a plan. Briefly, let me take you through the prosperity drivers. You're going to have daily discipline if you're going to prosper. You must have daily discipline. You must be consistent about what you have planned to do. What is it that you have planned to do this year? You must be consistent. Be on it. Be on it. Whether it is raining, whether it is shining, be on it. Whether you're tired, whether you're hungry, whether you're discouraged, be on it. Be at it. Why? That is what we call consistency. Then continuous learning. These are the three things, the three major things that are going to drive your prosperity this year. Being disciplined, being consistent, and continuous learning. That's why we are here. That's why we attend seminars. That's why we attend to learn more. To do more, you must learn more. To do great, you must learn more. So that's very important. This is my last slide. Take action now. Take action now. Take action now. There's something I didn't share just briefly here on top. You must be holistic in your growth. Holistic. Planning will help you to be holistic in your growth. That is very important. I'm sorry, but allow me explain it. People without personal planning, you find them successful at work, but doing terribly bad in their marriages. You find them doing perfect well in business, but doing terribly bad in their social life. So what are you going to do? Personal planning will help you create a holistic growth. Personal planning is going to help you to grow in every aspect of your life. You're going to grow your finances, you're going to grow spiritually, you're going to grow in your social circles, you're going to grow in all those aspects. So that's very important. Success is never accidental. Let's go to my last slide. Action. Take action now. You're going to define 3 major goals for 2023. This is what I started with. I mean, for 2026. This is what I started with when I was starting my presentation. You're not going to do everything. What are your top 3 priorities this year? What are your top 3 goals this year? You're going to write them down. That's my humble appeal. Kindly write them down. Because when you write down, you will have accountability. You can actually review quarterly. You review quarterly. Why? Because you have written them down. Break each goal into quarterly actions. What are you going to, do you want to build a house this year? Yes. What are you going to do in the first 3 months, first 4 months? What are you going to do? Are you going to start depositing on your building materials? Are you going to start on the foundation? What are you going to do? If you want to grow in your career, and you want to for example, to go back and upgrade, what are you going to do in the first 3 months? Are you going to apply? What is it that you're going to do? So you have to get 3 things, major things, and make sure they are clear. Your top 3 priorities, and devote your time, devote your energy, devote your resources to those 3 things. If any other thing comes up, it will not take your time, it will not take your energy, it will not take your resources, because your priorities are clear. Kindly put them down. Number 3, identify habits you must start. Now, this is very, very important. Identify habits you must start, habits you must stop, and habits you must strengthen. 3, there are habits you must start in your life. For example, you may be not reading. Reading might not be your habit. You must start reading. The habits some people are not good at socializing. Some people are not good at communication. Some people are not good at relationships. Some people are not good at business. Some people are not good. So you have to identify the habits that you must start this year that are going to help you achieve your 3 major goals. The habits you must stop. You know yourself, do a self-assessment. There are those bad habits you have. Oversleeping, overeating, overspending, impulse buying. I don't know, so many habits, so many bad habits. You must sit down and identify them. I must stop this, I must stop this habit, I must stop this habit, stop this habit. Then, the habits you must strengthen. Those are the good habits that you have, that you must strengthen. Ladies and gentlemen, I have ended with a declaration. I declare my 2026 with purpose. I design my 2026 with purpose. I plan with knowledge, and I prosper by God's grace. Let me end with this quote, closing reflection. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Thank you so much for allowing me this time. God bless you.
Wow, wow, wow. Hey. Can you work with hard people? What are your 3 priorities this year? Oh, what hit me hard was, can you work with hard people? This is a question that we face every day. And I thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. Let's raise a thumbs for Chris for this wonderful presentation.